Guys, welcome back to Tabletop Modern Miniatures. Today's going to be a bit of an unboxing, but also a bit of a look-see at an individual that I contacted a little while ago who runs Urban Scatter Gaming, known as Wedge. He's somebody that creates STLs. If you don't know or haven't heard of Urban Scatter Gaming, he creates STLs for buildings, but as well as sort of scatter terrain, and there's plenty on his website. You can find him on Facebook under Urban Scatter Gaming, and if you search on Google as well, Urban Scatter Gaming, the website will come up. But as you can see on the screen, there's a website as well as a Instagram page. So I contacted Wedge via Facebook Messenger because I don't have a 3D printer, and I've looked at some of the stuff on the website and thought that it's really cool, and I'd love to have some of it on my table. But the problem was I can't get it because I don't have a 3D printer. So I contacted him and just basically asked if he had anyone that had the license to print any of his STLs, which is what I was hoping for, to be honest. Because I from the website it didn't say that he has the option to print anything. But he came back to me really quickly and asked if I was in the UK, which I am, and then he sent me a link to a website that I didn't know was available. It's actually, having looked a little bit deeper, having looked on the website as you scroll down, which we'll just scroll through some of the stuff that's on there, and I've spoken to him and he's happy for me to do this, to give you guys a look-see, but we'll just scroll through and see what we've got before we get to the website that we'll have a quick look at. But yeah, so he works quite closely with the Solo Wargamer, who obviously makes Haywire, which is the rule set that we're using, and so we can just see the Solo Wargamer's sort of updated board that he's creating at the minute, which looks awesome, and I'm sure we'll see some videos pop up from him soon. But yeah, I mean, he's done a really good job here. He's obviously created these buildings, but he's also created the add-ons that you can attach to the buildings, just to make things look even cooler. But yeah, we've got the Amina Market, radio mast, etc, etc. This thing, I mean, this is new, and wow, what a project. That's pretty cool. You know, that'd be super cool to have on your tabletop. So maybe one day we'll have something as big as that, and the same as this hotel here as well, just to change things up. But again, if we just keep scrolling down, this is another impressive board by Vincent Penetier. Apologies if I said that wrong, but wow, that's a really cool board. That's something to aim towards there. But keep scrolling down, we see some more accessories and STLs. I hope I'm not going to miss it now. The website that we want to look at here. So 30th of December, Wedge announced, exciting news, the Urban Scatter Gaming online store is now open. Thrilled to announce the Urban Scatter Gaming is now offering physical prints of our creations crafted in high quality plastic or resin and ready to take your tabletop games to a next level. What's in store? Growing catalogue of unique terrain pieces and scatter items, perfect for enhancing your battlefields and dioramas. New items added weekly, which I know he is aiming towards, but he's obviously got other plans in the background, things happening. And we're currently looking at exclusive UK shipping only at the minute. So if we take a look at the website. So there's obviously a separate website for STLs, which I think if you click the link here, it takes you through to. But we've got obviously a little bit about the website and some quick links here. But if we click on 3D printed terrain Middle East, this is the current offerings from Wedge's site. So I placed an order recently after having contacted him. I said I was after some scatter terrain, which wasn't on this site. There was only a few items on this site at that point. And Wedge has gone well out of his way to really help me out and put some of the things that I was after. I was after the tabletop stuff. Sorry, not tabletop stuff. The rooftop accessories, which is on here. as well as the market scatter terrain as well. So Wedge pulled it out the back, and the walls too. Wedge pulled it out the bag, and he's got it on there, and I placed an order which arrived recently. So we'll have a look at that shortly. So just having a look through some of the other categories. Some of it does cross over, as you can see. And then there is a specific one for small scatter. So this is a growing site. I know that Wedge is looking to add more things. I haven't quite clarified yet, but I wonder whether the full offerings of the STL only site will eventually be on here, which will be great for those of us that don't own 3D printers. But yeah, so just to sort of wrap it up, prior to going on to sort of unboxing, just having a look at what's come through, I just wanted to show you the Urban Scatter Gaming website, which obviously if you're outside of the UK and you've got a 3D printer, then you can make use of all the STLs. If you don't have a 3D printer and you're in the UK, then you can get things shipped to you. But yeah, this guy, his customer service, I can only say that it is unmatched and unrivaled. He's gone well out of his way to communicate really well with me, and done me a massive favour in terms of pushing things onto the website that weren't on there. I think obviously he's got a plan, but he's gone out of his way to accelerate that plan, I guess, for me, which I really like. So I will definitely be going back to his website and ordering some more stuff in the near future. But yeah, so let's go on to the unboxing and see what we've got. Okay, so we've taken a look at Urban Scatter Gaming's website and the Facebook channel. There is a Instagram page, but we obviously haven't looked at that, so that's definitely worth a check out and a follow. Likewise with the Instagram page. So this is what Wedge has sent through to me for my order. Really well packed on the outside. I have already cut the tape, but it's obviously really well taped up. So let's open it and have a look and see what we've got. So we've got order notes and just a thank you for your order message, which is nice little touch. And then looking at the actual packaging, I think, yeah, there's going to probably be loads of bubble wrap and whatever else in here, which is great. This is all kind of fairly fragile stuff, so we'll just take out all of these bits and whatever else comes with it. So we've got, this is part of the market set, which looks really great, I think. Exactly as photoed and pictured on the website. And the print, I mean, I am no print expert, but the print does look really good. It looks, it's got all the textures in there and all the sort of features that you'd look at and you go, you know, the things that make it, essentially. That's what I'm trying to get at. So we've got a few variations of these stands. We've got a couple of water containers, which I will look to put on top of some roofs. And then we've got another kind of setup for the market as well, which take the padding out. So that is a rooftop container as well, so we'll put that over here, as is that one. And then we've got two more to add to the market stands. We've got a few extra containers. Bearing in mind that there's certain elements of this, so the actual market set, you can pick certain elements, but there are other things that just come as a set, and from memory this stuff here just comes as a set. So you order, you pay whatever the price was for that, and you get all of that come through. So we'll have a little bit more of a closer look in just a minute, but we'll get a couple more items out. So we've got part of the wall set, which is hinged. I didn't know that. The door is actually hinged on there. So you can have a working door on your door set, on your doors and the walls. And so the wall set when it's pictured, it looks like an actual set that you think, oh, if I press buy, I'll get all of that. No, you can choose each individual section of the wall to suit your own needs. You can have clean looking walls, you can have damaged looking walls. It's down to your personal preference. So we can see there's a variety of walls that we've got. We've got bullet holes, bullet damage. So yeah, I've opted to get a good selection of those, so I can build up almost like a compound around a building. So we'll move those to one side. But the print quality again is, I think, pretty good. From memory, we had a conversation about the material for the walls. So I think everything else is resin, but we've gone for plastic for these. And I basically put the decision in Wedge's hands because I don't know enough about printers. But he felt that the quality of the walls was still good enough to use the plastic. I assume that plastic is the plastic material is provides a lesser quality in terms of detail, but he felt that having tested it came out well. So that's on his recommendation, but I think the choice is yours as to how you have them printed when you order. But certainly the door, the part of the wall, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's a really cool addition in terms of hinging the door. And then moving on to some of the smaller scatter bits, so that potentially goes with that. We've got umbrella for the market stall stuff. What have we got here? So again, this is really well packaged. Obviously, some of this stuff is mega breakable. So these are sort of rugs or cloth material to go at the market. We've got further umbrella stands. We've got several of those. Another loose one there. And we've got just got a pair of scissors to cut these. Right, so these are all very. Oh God, I've got a lot of work ahead of me here. These are all little small bits. So I know that Wedge did say that there was a few sort of almost not failed prints, but items that didn't print out as well as he'd hoped for. So I know he has included bits in here. So we've got a few varying table styles, almost like a little pallet. We've got a wheelie table, a couple of those. We've got some drain pipes. I mean, I don't know how relevant they are to Afghan type buildings, but you know what, why not? I thought I'd get them anyway. So I mean, some of this stuff is really small and the quality is really good. I mean, that's a small sort of chair, and that is a really good quality. So there's a lot of scatter, as we'd asked for. Some more stuff for the buildings, some more tables. So that's really good. I'll just make a little bit more space. I actually didn't realise that there'd be as much as this when I ordered it. So I really do have quite a lot of work ahead of me. But what have we got here? So this is, so rather than getting all this stuff out, we've got some additional stuff to maybe go on top of the tables. Just like food bowls and baskets, like a vase, a water jug, that kind of stuff in there, which is great. We've got another load of that as well, it looks like. Yeah, so there's more of that. There's kind of like the foodie items that would go on the market stalls. Yeah, plenty of that. And then I did order, I think as part of the walls, the sort of rubble piles, just to add a little bit more to the table. So I've got a bag of those to paint up. So I don't think there's a couple of small loose bits in here, so just as a bit of a closer look, if we can see, maybe if I try and zoom in slightly with the light. So let's see if I can just focus on these a little bit. Let's try. Hopefully there. So hopefully we can see that there's actually quite a lot of detail in that. There's a lot of detail on the basket and on the top as well, I think, if we can just about see that. Yeah, it's printed out really well, actually. I'm really pleased with that. And again, they would kind of sit on top of a table like so, maybe. But yeah, so I'm really impressed with this. I think Wedge has got a good little business on his hands. He's opened this up to people that don't have 3D printers, which for me is the big thing. I don't have one, but I want access to all of this cool stuff. So he's really done all of us that don't have printers a favour, I think. But yeah, I think the quality is really good. The quality of the walls, which was the slightly different material, does appear to be really good. I don't think it's lost any detail compared to the resin stuff. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me to try and get this sorted out. But thanks very much to Wedge. He was happy for me to make this film and just sort of promote what he's doing. Hopefully I get some more stuff from him in the future. I'd definitely say go and have a look at his offerings. You may well find some STL files or some printables or printed stuff that suits your game and needs. And if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask him, because he is really, really helpful when it comes to answering questions, and his general customer service is most definitely on point, which in today's day and age is not always the case. So yeah, big thanks to Wedge. Go and check out his website and his social stuff. And that leaves me to say thanks for watching. Give us a comment if you've got anything to say, suggestions, tips, want to ask any questions, and give us a subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks guys, see you on the next one, and enjoy gaming.